So I'm here with John, the pitmaster, Hackleman. You've noticed one of my videos earlier. We did, I went over I think it was a peekaboo into a hook. And John is by far, undisputably, the best man to go to when it comes to throwing the left hook. You can see his fighters, they all display it. You can see his videos, he's got plenty of videos on it. And he noticed that I'm actually throwing well, for me, I'm southpaw, so I'm throwing my right hook on wrong, and don't want to get you too confused. We'll say lead hook to avoid.
I call it left hook. To me, a left hook is your lead hook, whichever orientation you claim.
Yeah, so there you go. To make anybody watching this, get this out of your head, your lead hook, your lead hand coming in for the hook. We're going to talk about real quick the mistakes I made, and I love the way John put it in a real simple way to figure out how to use your whole body. So let's just get into it real quick. The way I did my left hook was I came in here, I twisted, and I was moving my elbow as it came in and down. This was something that a Japanese boxing coach mistakenly taught me. This way, he always had this theory that it's supposed to come up and down. But John is saying that actually is dissipating the power. There's no power behind the hook. So John, what can we do right? What should we be doing?
First of all, that's not the downward trajectory. That's not the problem. We call that a chopping hook.
Okay.
A chopping hook is great. What engaging your bicep, right? When you did like this, so it was the going down. You can do a hook like that all day long. It's called a chopping hook. Very powerful, especially when you're in low. You can come over the top. It's almost like an overhand right, but it's with your left. So that's a great hook. Has a lot of power. But this part, you engage the bicep, or you stop using the arm as a rope, and you made it like it had a muscle at all. It shouldn't move separately. It'd be like a scarecrow. You know what I mean? So it just comes. You might bend it a little more or bend it a little less, depending on the distance of your opponent. Like you see, a gazelle hook is wide. A shorter chopping hook, like Mike Tyson in the clinch, is short. But your arm and your fist, which is a rock, and your shoulder, which is a ball and socket, they're connected by the arm. And the arm does not bend, but it doesn't move mid-hook. It never does that.
So it's more of a solid.
It stays wherever it is. It's either tight or it's wide. You understand that?
The whole body coming this way, and as one giant unit this way, using your entire body instead of bending, engaging the arm, engaging the whole body into the strike.
Yeah, like you're here. There's no you don't go here. You know what I mean? Because then you're telegraphing.
Telegraphing,
right?
Yeah.
So like you're like saying, I'm going to hit you with a left hook now, right? So instead of that, you just go from right here, right? If you want to do a peekaboo, you can do a peekaboo here and a right, a peekaboo here, and then a left. But from here to here is a telegraph, from here to here. So if you're here, you could throw a hook. From here, you could throw a right. But it's never from here to here.
Okay. So without a peekaboo, from just right here, no bobby, no weaving, right here, we're going to come in straight into it.
What you're going to do is you're going to come in at a half dome. So I'm here, my trajectory is going to go like this. That's why it's completely different than the right hook. The right hook goes almost straight. It goes diagonal. This is a half circle. So if I miss the hook, right, I'm going to turn, right? So it's going to be pop right here, and it starts from right here. So you from a peekaboo, right? You'd be here, and then once you get here, you'd be here. But from standing, like you want to do a counter hook, you're right here. You don't pull back at all. You're just here, boom. As soon as they come in, you explode. So it can be depending on the trajectory of your hook, it can come down, or sometimes like Francis Ngannou, when he knocked out Alistair Overeem, his hook came from here. We call that a fish hook. So it comes straight up this way, right? Or it can come, traditional hook is parallel, or you know, it's horizontal. So it goes straight across, right for the chin. That's the traditional, straight across. So if you didn't have a spine, think of yourself like you're twisting a washcloth, and it goes as far as it can go, and then it comes right back.
All right. So when we're finished up, we throw the hook. We're in this position.
And your weight shifts to your back leg.
What's that?
Your weight shifts to your back leg.
Here. When
Yeah,
we're
you
done,
get a lot more power.
you're saying we come back. When we come back, the way you do this, do you come back in the same path that you threw the punch, or do you wind down and come back up?
Depends on a lot of things. I usually come straight back. If I missed it, right, I'll usually come back with something. I call that a reverse hook. In Kajukenbo, we called it a side hammer blow.
Yeah.
But if I'm here, it's a side hammer blow. But if I do it after missing a hook, I call it a reverse hook.
Okay.
So you just come right back. And a lot of times you'll catch the guy, he moves out of the way, then he tries to rush in. He's not expecting that second one.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And that's how I come back. It's a reset. So you go pop, pop. If it was a wrestler, right, and he was coming in low, I would miss it, and then I would come back with an elbow up at an angle.
Okay.
So you're never vulnerable if you miss the hook. You're just not, because I've never seen a counter off a missed left hook, and it's really hard to take someone down because all you can grab is their front leg, and you can usually just pull it out and walk away. So you're not vulnerable for missing a left hook. You're just not. So I tell my guys, throw it, totally immerse yourself in the hook, right? You know, don't hold back on it, right? Commit 100% to it, because you want the power, but you don't have to be scared about missing it. Like if I missed an overhand right, I could end up in a position to get taken down. If I missed a spinning back kick, I could end up with a rear body lock. Even if I missed a straight punch, he could duck and get a body lock or a takedown. Even missing a hook, a lot of times you're open for a counter. But a left hook, you're not vulnerable when you miss. So that's why I say commit to it with all your power, and don't be afraid of getting countered off of it.
All right. I think that pretty much sums up as much as I can think of. I have thousands of questions, but I know you have classes to teach. So
yeah, we get hook it up soon now.
Well, to wrap up this video, again, just a few pointers, and I'm going to put like a little thing on YouTube. The mistake I made again was using my arm, engaging my arm, and not using my entire body, and just
right. Or as Blake says, who's my son and one of our instructors here, he said you're engaging your bicep.
Yep. So I was engaging my bicep instead of the whole body.
Yeah.
One solid unit.
Instead of the whole body. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's something we want to keep in mind when throwing our hook.
You got to think of your arm as a rope, right? But that rope sometimes might have a bend to it, like maybe it has fiberglass, but it's a rope, and it connects the ball and socket joint to the rock, and it just swings.
All right, people, thank you for following the channel, and I'll catch you all next time.